Hey there, tech fans. Rick here again with a full review of the G-Power Portable Power Station. This tiny little power plant allows you to take stored energy with you out in the field that you can use to charge and operate all of your thirsty portable devices. Your phone, your tablet, your camera batteries, your drone batteries, a game console, your laptop, all of those things can plug into the top of this battery bank so you can charge and operate them when you're away from home. Now, before I get too deep into the review of this product and explain all the cool things it can do, I thought I'd start with an unboxing just to show you everything that's included with the kit and kind of explain how you use it. And then I'll cover the specifications, but I want to spend a little bit of time explaining why this is different than a lot of other battery banks on the market, because there are a lot of battery banks out there, and it's sometimes hard to tell the difference between them. This unit has got a couple of cool features built in that really separate it from a lot of other products that are available. Starting with this one, let me tease you a little bit. What's that cover on the top of the unit there? Gee, I don't know. Let me open it up. It's an AC outlet. That's right. The unit has USB-A, USB-C, and a full-sized AC outlet. All three of those can be used at the same time. Now, I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm getting excited about talking about it, but let's get into the unboxing first, and then I'll get into the unit. So when you first open up the box, you'll find the power bank, and again, it weighs about 1.5 pounds, so it's light, it's portable, you can slide this in your backpack, you can throw it in a bag if you're heading out camping. It's got a really nice slip-resistant outside, so it's easy on the hand, it's got rounded corners. It's 1.5 pounds, but it's not gigantic. You'll almost forget you have it with you, quite honestly, but I promise you, once you get out there and your phone starts to get a little bit close to dead, having this with you to charge up your phone can be really, really nice. All right, so one other thing you'll notice is on the bottom of the unit, there's a fan. And you might be wondering, well, why do I need a fan in a battery bank? Well, it's because of the AC. To use the AC, there's an inverter circuit inside here that converts the DC from the batteries into AC, and that's going to work a little hard, especially if you're running something like a laptop charger off of it or a light. And if it's going to get warm, the unit's got a sensor inside that'll actually turn that fan on and evacuate the heat, so it's going to keep it at a really nice temperature, especially if you're out and it's a really hot day. Having that fan in the bottom means it's always going to operate perfectly. And they actually took it a step further. It's hard to see, but on the bottom of this, there are little feet in each of the corners that raise this off the surface you set it down on, and that's important because now the fan has got a way to evacuate that air around those feet. So the engineering behind this is pretty strong. All right, what else is in there? Well, you get a bag. Now, the bag is a nice mesh bag. It's sort of a nylon. And you might be thinking, why do I need the bag? Because the thing is pretty ruggedized here. It's got that nice rubber exterior. Well, the bag is great to protect it, number one. And number two, organize things. Because if you take it out in the field, maybe you want to have a charging cable with you so you can charge it in your car before you head out on that camping trip. Well, that's what the bag's for. It's to protect the unit and keep all the other things in one place really well organized. They also include a charging cable. Now, it's a short USB-C to USB-C, and the way you charge this unit is through that USB-C port. So I didn't mention that, but there's a full-size USB-A and a USB-C right there. You're going to charge it through the USB-C, and you'll want to use at least a 30-watt PD or power delivery charger. You'll plug one end of the cable into the charger, the other end into the USB-C, and you can charge it pretty quickly. Now, if you don't have a wall charger that's got a USB-C on it, you can use any cable, maybe a USB-A to USB-C, pretty much anything you'll plug into your phone with a USB-A cable, you can plug it in here and charge it from your computer, from a wall charger, or really any source for USB charging. And it takes a couple hours to fully charge it, but once it's charged, it'll hold onto that charge for quite some time. Also included is a user's manual that explains everything you could possibly want to know about the product, how to charge it, how to store it, how to use it. It's a great manual that explains, again, a lot of the cool features that are built in. So let's talk about the unit in general. For starters, it's got an internal capacity of 74 watt hours, and it can provide 80 watts of external charging and operating capabilities. Now, that's not gigantic, but remember where you're going to use this. You're out camping for a couple of days, maybe you're on an airplane, you've got a long flight and you need a way to keep your laptop charged or your phone charged when you're on the plane, or maybe you're watching movies on your tablet and you want to have an external battery. This is great for that. And the reason 74 watt hours is important is because that's under the 100 watt hours that most airlines have as a limit for what you can bring on the plane. So you can definitely take this in the cabin with you. You don't want to leave it in your check bags. You can't leave LiPo batteries in your check bags, but it's small enough to take on the plane with you, yet it's big enough where you've got plenty of energy to keep all of those portable devices fully charged. The unit itself provides three outputs. There's a USB-A in the top, a USB-C on the top, and an AC outlet. The USB-A is 5 volts at 2.4 amps, which is the largest amount of current that you can get out of a USB-A port. If you're using any kind of wall charger at home, the biggest ones and the newest ones deliver 5 volts at 2.4 amps, so you've got exactly that here. The USB-C is a PD or power delivery port, which is a smart port. So if you have a device like a game console, a phone, or a tablet that adheres to the PD standard, the minute you plug it into that port, This unit will interrogate the device you've plugged in, it'll check the current charge level, it'll adjust the voltage and current as needed to quickly and safely charge that device. So it's a smart port that can fast charge external devices. That USB-C port is also bidirectional like I'd mentioned. That's how you charge the unit. Now the cool thing, and this is different than a lot of power banks, is a lot of power banks have that PD capability in the way out. Very few of them have that PD capability in the way in. And the reason that's important is because that quick charge port can deliver higher voltage and current if a product needs to be charged quickly and it's really low on energy. The same is true here. So if you're using an external charger that's PD, the minute you plug this into that charger, it recognizes this unit is PD and it's going to fast charge this unit. So you can charge it a lot quicker with a PD charger, both external devices and even charging the unit. So that's pretty cool. The AC here will deliver 80 watts of energy out, which is perfectly fine for most laptop chargers, drone battery chargers, other things that you want to charge with like an external brick. It's also perfect if you want to run a fan, if you're in a tent for a while, or you want to put a small light on it. You can plug a lamp in there and light up your tent or whatever you happen to be doing outside. Now 80 watts is not gigantic, right? You can't be plugging things in like arc welders or blenders or anything like that because they draw too much current. But again, you got to remember what you're doing with this, right? This is built for sort of a couple of days out camping, or if you're on a long hike, or if you're on an airplane, or maybe you're on a road trip with the family and the kids are in the back seat and they want to charge their phone or their tablet while you're driving to grandma's house. This is perfect to throw in the back seat, let them plug in and charge to their heart's content. What I like so much about this product, in addition to the fact that it gives me both USB and AC output, is the fact that it's compact. It's well built. It's got a really nice look to it. I like the fact that I can see clearly how much of a charge is in it. It's got the fan on the bottom. Some of the units that provide the AC use what's called passive cooling, which is kind of a term for some metal inside the unit that tries to radiate the heat out through the skin of the surface of the product. And they work okay, but the problem is if you're out camping and you're at a 90-degree day, 95-degree day, it's already hot outside, and it's really hard for the unit to evacuate that through pure radiation. This one's got a fan, and the fan is perfect because it's going to pull that heat out of the unit and then send it out into the air around the unit. So I always prefer a fan on this type of unit that provides AC output. And those are really the major differences between this and a lot of the other battery banks. Now, to compare it capacity-wise, I mentioned it's 74 watt-hours with 80 watts of external charging and operating capabilities. It's about 20,000 milliampere hours. So if you're comparing it to other battery banks, that's about where it fits in the model. And again, there are larger units out there if you need more current, like if you're going to be in an RV or you're spending 2 weeks out on a camping trip and you got to plug 13 things in, then you need a bigger unit. But for me, this probably covers 50% of the need I have out in the field. If I'm out hiking or I'm out flying my drones, I'll bring this along and I can charge my phone, my tablet, some of my drone batteries charge real well, my portable game consoles if the kids are with us, my camera batteries, absolutely I can charge off this. So it gives me a lot of versatility to charge the things I really care about that I happen to take with me when I'm out there on a hike. And it's just really easy to bring along. So I hope you found this review helpful. I like this product an awful lot. I think the company did a great job with the design, and I think you're going to like it as well. So thanks again for watching, and until next time, as always, stay nerdy.